My name is Uyển and I am the sophomore of Faculty of Foreign Language in Saigon University. And I am recently have a trip to the southwest of Vietnam. So this vlog today will tell you about my journey to the southwest.
At 5:30 a.m. at Saigon University, we gather and prepare to set up. We set up to meet her for breakfast at 6 a.m. Along the way, my friend performed a song to cheer up the morning ride. We arrived at the restaurant after a few hours driving. In Mỹ Tho, we were treated to delectable food, including not just traditional food but also the vegetarian dishes. And they also sell some souvenir here. Oh, now let's take a look at that blossoming lotus pond. After the breakfast, we got in the car and moved to Long Xuyên for lunch. Well, the food was tasty, but the flavor was a little too sweet for my taste. After lunch, we head up for Trà Tram Forest. We may access the tram forest by 3 lap boats from here. Green and aromatic lotus ponds surround it, and we can observe the tram trees shading the rivers as we sailed along it. It unexpectedly rained at that time, making the trees around here luscious. Both men led us to a lotus pond in full of plums, and this is where we could stop and take some amazing photos. And in case you didn't know, the tram trees has a huge economic significance because it can both generate wood from the trunk and the essential oils from the leaf. Look like this little guy is having a good dreams. Oh, we also recorded our memory at the Trà Tram Forest here. We head up to Hà Tĩnh, passing through verdant rice fields and a canal system on the way. And I have to admit that the scenery in Vietnam is breathtaking. We arrived at Hà Tĩnh at around 5 p.m. and we had dinner right in the restaurant dining hall. Raining heavily outside at that time, so the cold air made the food feel also better. Evening, we roamed around Hà Tĩnh by a special vehicle called Xe Lôi. We visited Hà Tĩnh night market and enjoyed the delicious food there. We bought some food to have a small party before bedtime. Hà Tĩnh greeted us with a heavy rain on the next morning. We seemed to be locked down at the hotel all the morning, surrounded by rain and wind. But the most shocking thing was being told that we would have to cancel our trip to Phú Quốc due to the severe storm and that would be dangerous to travel there at that time. So after having lunch at the hotel, we got the luggage and we depart to Cần Thơ instead of Phú Quốc. Okay, so goodbye Pháo Đài Hotel and goodbye Hà Tĩnh. On the way to Cần Thơ, it was still pouring heavy rain. Finally, we got to Cần Thơ and have dinner at Hoa Sứ restaurant. After dinner, we take a walk around Cần Thơ and appreciate the cool and fresh atmosphere here. The people here were also close and welcoming. They greeted us with the open arms. We also tried some delicious food while we were here. We woke up early in the next morning, prepare some tea and wait for the dawn. We have some breakfast prepared by the hotel in the morning at 6:30 a.m. and then we set up to the Cao Văn Lầu Artist Museum. This location preserves the history of the late artist Cao Văn Lầu, who created cải lương in Vietnam. We learned about his biography and the events that led to the creation of the first cải lương dramas named Dạ Cổ Hoài Lan. This cải lương dramas is intended to show his love to his wife who is far away. Here we also have the chance to listen to cải lương drama written by Cao Văn Lậu, including the Dạ Cổ Hoài Lan. At lunch in Bạc Liêu before continuing our journeys to the next destinations. So this play was the previous house of a notorious person, which is known as Công tử Bạc Liêu, person who splashed out on the lavish pleasures and spent the rest of his life in poverty. Then in the afternoon we visit the Samrom Pagoda in Sóc Trăng, which is a Khmer pagoda. The name Samrom comes from the plant named Samrom growing around the temple, from which the temple got the name of this plant for 100 of years. We also record memory in front of the 63-long Sakyamuni statue. Then we back to Cần Thơ and have dinner at the restaurant near Ninh Kiều Ferry. Also have some time to enjoy the scenery here in the afternoon. In the evening, we walk around Cần Thơ city. We went up the Bridge of Love and enjoyed the scenery here. Every trip has valuable things, but the most priceless thing I received on this trip was definitely the precious memories with my friends. On the fourth day, we got up early to gather at Ninh Kiều Wharf. Although the sun has not yet risen, this place is already busy and bustling. We got on the boat and listened to the information about the Cái Răng floating market. That is where all the form of selling goods would take place on the boat. Meanwhile, we also enjoy the idyllic natural scenery on the boat. Our boat docked at the souvenir shop, where we got to see how they make delicious specialty such as coconut candy, hủ tiếu noodle soup, and some sort of dried fish. To know more about noodle soup in Cần Thơ, you can watch the video that Gordon Ramsay came and tasted dish right on the Cái Răng floating market. The hủ tiếu at Cái Răng floating market was highly appreciated by him. After visiting the floating market, we returned to the hotel to change into the faculty uniforms to visit the Hùng King's temple. Temple of Hùng King in Cần Thơ is designed with 14 items. The main temple area have the unique architectures with the image of the bronze drums in the center. The square block placed under the round blocks means that the heaven and earth are round and square. Around the main temple is covered by the 18 bow engraved delicate patterns, symbolizing the 18 Hùng King in history. On the door here are divided into 54 ranges, representing for the 54 ethnic groups in Vietnam. The temple was created to honor the virtue of the heroic monarch in creating countries, as well as to preserve the positive value in Vietnamese traditions. Then we had lunch at Ninh Kiều Hotel, which had a direct view of Cần Thơ River. And then in the evening, we're going to have the gala dinner. Everyone dressed up for the gala dinner to commemorate the trips last night. Our convoy number 3 also prepared a fantastic music show for this night.
the gala today. Yeah, so now let's get started with the song of My Car.
The gala night, we spent our last night roaming around Cần Thơ by electric car, enjoying the cool wind and the joyful scene before departing to Ho Chi Minh City in the next morning. Cần Thơ City bid us farewell with the gale force winds. On the way back, we see that the weather had improved and that it is beginning to shine. Perhaps this is a signal that the people there can live in peace in the coming days. Turning to Ho Chi Minh City, we say goodbye to our friends and go home and promise to come back together one day soon.
And that is the end of the journey to the Southwest. Hope that you will have good experience with it. Thank you and see you soon in the